Hi guys, welcome back to the Bakersfield Museum of Art. My name is Curtis, and today I want to share with you a really cool project involving pointillism. Now, if you are unaware of what pointillism is, it's when you use a series of dots to make a larger, more detailed image. But before we get into our project, I want to talk to you a little bit more about pointillism, as well as Nelson Richardson, an artist who uses pointillism in his work to create really detailed and wonderful landscapes. John Nelson Richardson was born in 1947 and passed away in 2005. He was a Humboldt State University graduate and Vietnam War veteran. He began teaching part-time at Bakersfield College in 1986 and full-time 11 years later as a professor of computer graphics. A passionate painter, Richardson employed optical illusions and abstract approaches into scenes that heighten one's sensitivity to familiar landscapes. His experimentation with texture and depth perception infiltrates the visual sensory, bringing a new focus to our ocular experience. As you can see in his piece entitled Highway 166, Richardson has used pointillist techniques to create a vivid and beautiful landscape. As we look closer at the piece, it becomes more abstract, though still beautiful. This view helps us to see the multitude of components that help to make up this beautiful work. For today's project, you will need a piece of paper, scissors, a black Sharpie marker, multiple colored markers, and a sheet of tinfoil. If you do not have tinfoil, another sheet of paper or construction paper will help work as well. To begin our project, we will take our sheet of tinfoil and fold it in half. We will then lightly sketch a shape. A simple shape works best, like a circle or square or triangle on the tinfoil. We will then cut out that shape carefully using scissors. We are doing this to create a protective frame to place over our piece of paper. We want to make sure that the cutout shape is a nice size and will fit neatly over our paper. We can then move forward with securing the tinfoil to the table underneath with tape. It's a good idea as well to tape down the paper underneath so it doesn't shift around while you're working with it. Once you have your foil and paper secured, you can take your black Sharpie and begin to sketch the outline of a tree-like shape in the middle of your paper. Follow along as I do it and get the general shape of the tree. You'll want to continue by filling in the tree with the black Sharpie. Once your tree is complete, we can begin to make our pointillist style markings around the tree. I will do this by selecting a particular color of marker, I believe orange, and begin by making a series of dots around the tree. These dots can be many shapes. And we do want to leave a little bit of space around the top of the tree as we will be introducing more colored dots later on. Continue to add dots of all different sizes around the top of the tree until satisfied. And don't worry about coloring over the tinfoil or the black tree. Once you are happy with the amount of dots of the first color around the top of your tree, continue on with another color. I've selected yellow as I want my tree to be in the fall. I've also chosen for the top of my tree to come down to about the middle of the trunk. I will continue to add various sizes of yellow dots, filling up some of that white space left in between my initial orange dots. I will finish the top of my tree by adding the color red in various size dots as well. After I'm happy with how the top of my tree looks, I want to continue the project by creating a layer of sky using the same method a little bit below the top of my tree. I'm using blue to add a series of dots of various sizes, just a little bit beneath my tree, about 1 to 2 inches. Leaving space for the ground. Once I have a layer of blue dots, I will continue just like I did with the top of the tree by adding another color, in this case purple. I'm going to add purple dots of various sizes, filling in that white space between the blue dots. And now that I have all of my purple dots in place, I will continue to the ground, beginning with a green marker. And just like the previous processes, I'm going to be adding dots of various sizes, covering that entire ground section. And just like the previous sections, when I'm satisfied with the amount of green dots that I have on the ground, I'm going to introduce a secondary color of brown. And I'm going to use the brown to again add in dots of brown in between the white pieces, between the green dots. And I will continue that until my ground looks nice and full of dots. And there we go. I am just about done adding some brown dots, finishing up my ground area. And once this is complete, you can feel free to add additional colors to the ground. However, I will go ahead and remove the tinfoil, revealing the finished piece. So with this, we've created pretty much a dot within a dot. We've used pointillism techniques to create a really cool little tree. Now, of course, if yours looks different, that's quite all right. This is just practice. So, what do you think? I really hope you enjoyed today's lesson and that you learned some things about using pointillism in your work. It's a really cool technique and you can really do a lot with it. I certainly hope you join us again next time, and thank you so much for joining us this time. You have a great day. If interested in helping to restart the arts in California, please visit restartthearts.org and see what you can do to help.